this month was actually a really busy month yet again. I feel like I've been saying that about every single month that I'm in, but I guess that goes to show that I'm a busy girl. So what exactly did I do this month? Well, this month I participated in my first ever show that I was acting in at my university. I made my university's debut. I was so excited to be a part of this production and what we did. So what exactly I did was I performed in a directing class. So at my university we have a class called directing where students get to learn how to direct, to analyze plays, and how to use technical and directorial techniques. And their final is to perform a piece, to direct a couple scenes from a play and audition and have a bunch of people come in. And I'm not a part of this class, but I am one of the actors who got chosen to be a part of this amazing production. We had there were about 6 plays, so 12 actors, because they were two scene partners, and it was so much fun to be a part of. I was a part of 2 scenes from the Melancholy play, which is such a hilarious show. If you have not seen it, I'll give you a brief little rundown. So what the play is about, it's about this girl named Tilly who is, at the very beginning of the play, very melancholy, where she's constantly sad, just not really in the mood to do anything. And as the play progresses, she all of a sudden gets super duper happy and is feeling like she's a feather and nothing could bother her or anything like that, until she realizes that the people around her, her friends, are starting to feel melancholy and they are turning into almonds. It's an interesting play. So I played Joan, who is one of friends of Lily's, and her friend Frances became an almond, so my whole 2 scenes were just solely devoted to me explaining her the situation, and then me bringing her my friend Frances and showing her and being like, hey, she's an almond, what do we do? It was so much fun to work with everybody in the entire cast that I had. It was me, my scene partner, and the director, and they were just so much fun to work with. I learned so much about acting and knew different ways of how to analyze a script and to really play into a farcical and melodramatic character. Another goal that I had for myself for this month was to do well in school. Yes, I know I did the same goal as last month, but this month was very stressful. I had solid 4 or 5 papers due this entire month, so my entire month was just solely devoted to writing and getting these papers done and submitting them and hopefully getting good grades. I got most of my grades back for almost all of them at the time that I'm filming this, and I did pretty well, so I'm really happy with myself. All A's and B's on my papers, so I'm really happy about that. I had a huge paper due technically starting at the beginning of May. It's due, but I had a rough draft and that was a time. So your girl's doing a paper on Latin America in the Cold War for her histography class. But I'm tweaking it a bit and doing the differences and similarities between capitalist America in the 1950s and 1960s versus capitalist Cuba in the 1950s and communist Cuba in the 1960s, and just comparing all of that. So I'm gonna actually do that after I finish filming this. But yeah, this goal was just mostly to work on my papers and to get my homework done and to focus on school and all of that situation. And lastly, my last goal was to continue working on the ukulele, but specifically learn a dodie song. I, like many ukulele players, started playing because of the music artist Dodie, and she creates such amazing music with very intricate and very lovely lyrics and all of that. So I actually learned one of her songs. I learned Cool Girl, which is one of her newest songs. She released it earlier in 2020, I believe, and it's now coming out in her new album on May 7th, which I am so excited about. I literally cannot wait. But yeah, I learned how to play it and on the ukulele and working on it still, but it's a really fun song to do and I really like it. So I may transition now into me doing a cover.
The nights you didn't call me back, and all the ideas and the hope I never asked him for, I'll throw them away, it's okay, without a second thought. God, I swore I wouldn't play the usual game. Yeah, I wish you would let go your lovers away. Rolling your eyes to the backs of your head, surely you know to close them instead. Ooh, girl, we'll be different. I'll be quiet, I'll be easy. Ooh, girl, we'll be different. I'll be quiet, I'll be easy. How much of a tongue can I bite until we notice blood? To the left, carry on, just smile and say you're good. You don't plead and demand all your needs, but you can't really ask till it's bored. I would know, I've been bored before. Chill out if it's late, or heavy, heavy sighs till your fate. God, I swore I wouldn't play the angel game. Yeah, I wish you would let go your lovers away. Rolling your eyes, the backs of your head, surely you know not to close them instead. Ooh, girl, we'll be different. I'll be quiet, I'll be easy. Ooh, girl, we'll be different. I'll be quiet, I'll be easy. Ooh, girl, we'll be different. I'll be quiet, I'll be easy. Ooh, girl, we'll be different. I'll be quiet, I'll be easy.
So that's my April. Just working on my play that I participated in, my first ever time acting at my college, and working on my papers and learning a song on the ukulele. So I think this month was a pretty successful month. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think my goals for May will be, as well as what other videos you would like to see me do. I'm planning on doing a couple ukulele covers here in the future, so keep an eye out for those. And of course, have a great rest of your day, guys, and I will see you next time.